You know, I've been on the planet a while. Some would suggest I've been here since the beginning, but not true. That's exaggerated. But it's been a while. And I thought I knew everything about Tennessee football. Au contraire. Today, I'm going to tell you the top 3 things I learned as the year ended about my Tennessee Volunteers. Come on in.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rocket.
It is I, Rocket Man, and this is the world according to Rocket. This episode is brought to you by the wonderful folks at LuxuryTravelNashville.com. Whether you're going around the world, around the corner, give Deb a call, 615-863-1263. Have a little special at the end of the show on them. What's available, what's going on right now. Stingray, Happy New Year, Rocket Man. See you this afternoon. Thank you, sir. Bushmaster, I love it when the lines don't pan out. TCU impressed me and caught Michigan with their pants down. You know what? They sure did. They impressed me as well. But fortunately, I kept my pants on for most of the weekend. Knoxville Predator catcher, Jeremy Banks, looking like... That's a good one. Thank you. Robert Duncan, look out, CFP. The Vols are coming. I love your videos, and you are 100% right on. Teddy Strong, I agree with you. It's like they haven't seen Milton, White, Keaton, McCoy play all year long. Yeah, I just didn't get that bit. I hate it when fans don't keep up. They make dumb comments. Thank you, Teddy. Michael Kobach, the gimmick is averaging nearly 50 burgers per game and over 525 yards. Oh, dude, you get the Penn Award. You are getting pinned for that one. That was a great comment. Like I said, I've been on the planet a while, and I've been a Tennessee fan as long as I have memory. All right. I know a lot about Tennessee, and I realize that I don't know everything about Tennessee, but I thought I knew everything about Tennessee, and often I pretend to know everything about Tennessee. But this weekend, I learned 3 things about Tennessee that I didn't know. You ready? Number 3. It truly is a next man up culture up there in Knoxville now. That's the way it's supposed to be. But, you know, sometimes, particularly over the past, 15 or 20 years, hadn't been that so much. So that's pointing back to Josh Heupel and his ability to inspire these players to believe in that, and that belief will lead to great things. That's what I learned this weekend. It truly is a next man up mentality. Second thing I learned this weekend, our defense isn't as bad as I've been saying it is. Our defense isn't as bad as you've been saying it is. Right? I mean, it just isn't. Now, we have a secondary that can be improved. There's absolute no question about that. But I read an interesting article this weekend about that, and it kind of flipped on a switch for me. With the exception of the South Carolina game, and again, we still don't know what happened as a result of that, but it was a mutiny. It seemed like to me a decision to just cause chaos on that football team, on the defensive side of the ball, which affected the offensive side of the ball. But with the exception of that game, The defense, despite its secondary numbers, really did a pretty terrific job all year long. And I bought into the crap of people, oh, this secondary is horrible. It's not good. But as it affects the defense as a whole, the defense stepped up pretty much all the time, all year long. It stepped up against Pittsburgh. It stepped up against Florida. It stepped up against who? Alabama. It stepped up against Kentucky. It stepped up against Missouri. It stepped up against LSU. We got the crap beat out of us by Georgia, the best team in the country. And then the debacle with South Carolina. Look what happened at Vanderbilt. Ooh, we were supposed to be so afraid of Vanderbilt. Oh, Vanderbilt. That's adorable. And then look what happened to, I don't know who that was playing on Friday night in the Orange Bowl, but my God, they were terrific. They were tough. They were fast. They anticipated things. It's kind of like they had Clemson's playbook, really. And I'm just so impressed with that defense overall. And I have changed my mind about that. We have been bitching and moaning about it all year long because of the secondary, and there are problems there. There's no question. But the defense has stepped up all year long. And I'm giving you guys some love, and I was wrong. I'm just going to say that right now. You deserve kudos. You deserve cookies and milk. And maybe a chocolate shake with some Jack Daniels in it. That didn't sound good. Let's just get rid of the shake. The first thing that I learned of most importance is more of a confirmation than anything, is that this offense is a plug-and-play offense. Now, that I know. I've been telling you guys that all along, that it's a plug-and-play offense. But what I wasn't sure about, and what I hadn't really formulated a method to explain it, is that method, this plug-and-play offense has a secret sauce. And the secret sauce is Josh Heupel's ability to develop a player. That's the secret sauce. That's why it's plug-and-play. And it not only extends, it not only applies to the quarterback, which is his priority and his specialty. This offense, it's the offense, stupid. I love that. A couple people got angry. How dare you talk to me like that? Well, it's the offense, stupid. It's really a terrific offense. All right. But what makes it special is that the only way it's plug and play is his ability to develop a quarterback and receivers who can be on the same page as the quarterback, and then let that transition and transform or transcend into another group of people when one group leaves or goes down or whatever. That's what the secret sauce is his ability to develop those players. And that is what is the most exciting thing about Tennessee football for me, is because of that, right? They're going to get a better defense. They're going to get more players as the recruiting seasons come along. But it's his ability. It's his ability to select players, right? He got Joe Milton. He went out and got Joe Milton for a reason. He went out and got Taven Jackson for a reason. He went out and got Nico Iamaleava for a reason. What is that reason? Because he knows that he can develop any of those guys to run this offense. And like I said on the postgame show, it's going to look a little different with everybody. I mean, Hendon Hooker, man, that dude would just pull the ball down. If he didn't like what he saw, he'd pull the ball down and run for 20 yards. And I love that about him. Joe Milton didn't do that so much, right? He surprised me. He was a bit more of a pocket guy than I thought he would be. His runs were not scrambles. They were mostly student body left, right? Or a draw up the middle, right? So I'm just so impressed with what I learned this weekend, because it just opened my eyes, because my eyes have been so closed like this because of the Derek Dooleys and the Butch Joneses and the Jeremy Pruitts and all of a sudden we have something not only worth watching, but worth getting excited about. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your response. Let's have a look at the games today, Monday, January 2nd, ReliaQuest Bowl, Illinois, Mississippi State. This game should be like a 1.5 Mississippi State favor. It opened up at a -1 point favorite for Illinois, and it immediately jumped to a -3 for Mississippi State. Typically, when we see that movement right there from this side of the ledger to the other, typically this team will win. I have Mississippi State winning, and I also have a double bet on this one, an under 46, because these all the heavy lifting is over here on both of those teams right here on the defensive side of the ball. So Mississippi State and under 46. LSU and Purdue. LSU should be a 8-point favorite. They open up as a 6-point favorite, and then all of a sudden the current line is 14.5, and actually it's 15. So here is one of those football teams that is almost perfectly balanced in their offensive efficiency and their defensive efficiency. LSU is going to win this game. Now, what you might entertain is Purdue plus the 15 points. You can if you want to. It's kind of risky, but, it's fun when you make those against the spread bets. But my bet would be a straight-up bet, LSU winning that game. We look here at the UCLA-Tulane game. The true line is about 5 points, USC. It opened for some reason at -1. And then it drifted back up a little bit to 2. I think USC has too much firepower for Tulane's defense. And I'm not crazy about their offense. There's just such a huge disparity in the offensive efficiencies. So we're looking at USC doing a huge job there. My favorite game of the day is Utah-Penn State. I just fell in love with Utah over in the conference championship games. They're 1.5-point favorite. They're supposed to be about that. And they're super, super balanced, 75% efficiency in the offense and 78% in the defense. This is a team that I love to see, or a metric that I love to see. And although Penn State has a stout defense, they can't match them power for power in the offensive side of the ball. Pick Utah to win. We don't have to give any points, or you can give the points if you want and get in against the spread number, or you can just bet them straight up. So let me get my marker here, and we're going with 5 plays today. Mississippi State, we're going with an under 46 in that game as well. We're going with LSU straight up. We're going with USC straight up. And we're going with Utah. You can give the points if you want. And for that matter, you can give the points here on USC as well if you want to get a cheaper price. But that's what we're looking at today. This episode of The World According to Rocket is brought to you by LuxuryTravelNashville.com. Whether you're going around the world or going around the corner, just call Deb. Watch this. Come sail with us at Seabourn the Sweet Life event. We go to the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, Alaska, the Arctic, and more. During the Sweet Life event, save up to 15% on all ocean voyages and up to 25% on expedition voyages with a 15% deposit for select 2023 and 2024 sailings. Experience the seaborne difference. Nearly one team member for every guest, and only 250 to 600 guests on board at any time. Could life get any sweeter? The British Isles, the Arctic, Alaska, Northern Europe, Mediterranean. This sound good? The Seabourn all-inclusive difference. Champagne, premium spirits, a choice of 5-star dining venues. All of this is included. Caviar, Wi-Fi with unlimited minutes, signature events, expedition experiences, including Zodiac cruising on all expedition voyages. All included is the gratuities, the taxes, the fees, and the port experiences. You like this? This sound good to you? Is it right down your wheelhouse? Yes, sir. The Sweet Life event. Want to know more about it? Want to book one? Want to just tantalize yourself? Just call Deb at luxurytravelnashville.com. She will put it all together for you. You can reach her at 615-863-1263.